And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal and once again plug-in show. My name is Gabor and today I'm looking at this. Now this is the ever so cryptic GNR plugin suite from the good folks at ML Sound Lab. And a big thank you to Kai and everyone at ML Sound Lab for giving me this. So this was sponsored by ML Sound Lab. I was given this plugin. They asked me to do a video for it, and this is the video I'm doing for it. It's all my opinions though, so you know, whatever I say is my opinion. So this is the plugin. What is it, you may ask, with the cryptic name like GNR? Now, it's based on two amplifiers as used by a guy with very frizzy hair, sunglasses and a top hat, who's known for using Les Pauls and Marshalls. And this is a silver kind of Marshall, and it also has a snaky looking, more sort of 800-y kind of looking Marshall in it, and each of them has 3 channels. And yeah, that's what it is, and I'm going to look at it today. Now, I'm going to be using, if you watch, I'm going to say pretty much every other video of this plugin on YouTube, people will use, most likely use a Les Paul or LP style guitar and play lots of Guns N' Roses style stuff. I won't. I'm going to be using, to begin with anyway, this P90 style Revstar by Yamaha. And then maybe some more single coil style guitars, just because I use single coil style guitars and I think I want to do something a little bit different to all the other videos. So this guitar, Yamaha Revstar, goes via my Peterson Strobo Stomp HC tuner, which is always set up here on the desk, into the DI input of my Audient ID44 interface, and then from there straight into Logic. Now, I did a video a little while ago, which you can watch here, and I link to it in the description below as well, where I talk about things like impedance issues you may encounter if you're going into an interface and recording direct. There's things like DI inputs, mic inputs, line inputs, instrument inputs. You have switches that switch that sort of stuff. If you want to find out more about it and what the difference is and how it sounds differently by plugging into those different things, watch the video. So I'm going into the DI input up the front and then straight into Logic and clean without the plugin turned on. So not using any of the amps or anything. This is just going straight into here. It sounds like this. Now, if I turn the plugin on, this is the default setting it comes on, and it sounds like this. That's what it sounds like. Okay, let's have a quick look at the layout and the controls. So basically up here you have the amp. So you have 2 different amps. You have the silver and the snake. Now each of these amps has 3 channels: the lead channel, rhythm channel, and a clean channel. Same with the snake: lead channel, rhythm channel, and clean channel. Now next to it you have presets. So I did, for example, one here already called Gabor's Silver Lead, but these are the presets it comes with. That's my own preset. You won't have that in your version. Then down here we have a guitar tuner. We have a pedal board which has a noise gate, a compressor, a drive, kind of I guess Tube Screamer-esque, chorus, delay, and reverb. Some lovely stereo spread effects on there as well. So make sure to check this out with headphones on or through good speakers. You have a cabinet section. We have 2 speakers. Each of those has 3 different speakers: the Mars Snake, Mars Silver with a T75, and a Mars Silver with a Vintage 30. That's the same on both. You can also load your own custom iron if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that for this video. And each one of those has 4 different mics. You've got a Dynamic 57, Ribbon 121, Ribbon 160, and Dynamic 121. And then you have a mix control in the middle where you can blend one more than the other, and you can move them around. You can pull it back, closer, you can go left, you can go right, you can do, you know, all different stuff with it. Then you have MIDI implementation. Now, I think it sort of started with the last release, which was the Humble amp, and you can watch a video on that here. They kind of give you pretty much limitless MIDI implementation. So I'm guessing if you want to use this in a live scenario, but also for recording, pretty much anything you can do on a plugin, you can control via MIDI. which I think makes it really quite a handy thing to have. And then you have your license manager. Basically, you can download a free trial version of this plugin. The free trial version comes with sort of interrupted bits. You know, it goes silent for a little bit. Then if you want to buy it, you get a license key that you put in there, and then it's, you know, your version. It works as a plugin and standalone. I'm using the plugin version just because it's easier for me to record. Okay, then we have, here in the middle, we have the on-off switch, which doesn't do anything, the standby switch, which doesn't do anything, the low and high output, which doesn't do anything. We have an input volume. So basically with the input volume, it's the volume going into the plugin. So it's almost like you have a volume pedal or something, or a boost in front of the amp. So if you have it in the middle like this, it gives you a kind of normal sound. As you turn it down, you can actually clean up the amp. As you turn it up, you can actually boost it, like as if you have a boost in front. Just watch your output volumes when you do that stuff. If you double click it, it goes back into the middle. Then you have normal amp controls. Hang on, I'm gonna turn it off because it hisses. Oh, actually, aha. About there. Okay. Noise gate. See, there you go. Then you have your normal amp controls. You've got presence, bass, mids, and treble. For the EQ section, you've got a master and gain. Now, gain is basically pushing the preamp tubes. Master is pushing the power amp tubes. So it emulates, like with any amps, if you turn a volume up, the master volume, not the gain, it pushes the power amp tubes more, and you get sort of that kind of power amp saturation, which is quite fat and thick, and that emulates it as well. And then you've got the overall output of the plugin. So the input and output have nothing to do really necessarily with the plugin itself. It's just how much volume goes into the plugin and how much volume goes out of the plugin. So let's start off with that, and let's start off looking at, for example, one preset. Let's look at LA Rock. That's one of those presets on that one. Let's have a look at my Gabor Silver Lead. It's a lead sound. What did I do? I don't remember what I did. Add a little bit of noise gate, added a bit of drive, some delay. So that's I was playing around with it the other day, and it's just a sort of a preset I came up with. That's the lead. So I mean, it's a. Let's just quickly look at, for example, gain. So if we're going all the way down, how clean does it go on the lead channel? I mean, why you wanted to do that, I don't know. Full gain. So without the drive. So the drive does, or the tube screamer sort of thing does, it kind of tightens it up a little bit because it's quite, there's a lot of bottom end there. Aha, and a little bit of noise gate. That's that. Let's look at the next one. Silver Rhythm. Again, let's go for space chorus, for example. Let's go for that preset. So that's got reverb, delay, and chorus. Now, how does it clean up with the volume control on the guitar? So if I bring the volume down now. A lot of reverb there. It cleans up quite nicely. It's quite dynamic actually with the guitar volume. Also with the input volume here, so they both kind of work together. Let's try GNR Silver Clean. And again, preset. This is John's Silver thing. Okay, I'll use a Strat later on. Oh, actually, let's do it now. Let's go. First, let's look at it with this. And then I'm going to get a Strat and do the John Frusciante thing, because he uses Silver Jubilees. Okay, so not super clean. Let's go to low gain. So with this again, I would maybe bring the input volume down a bit. If you wanted clean out of it, that's probably the way to do it. I mean, this is probably as clean as this amp will go. Which to me, that's the kind of clean I like. It's sort of a clean that has a bit of grit in it. You know, and you got to bridge and dig in. It has a bit of grit, but then you back up with your playing. Now, let's quickly have a look, because one of the first things I sort of thought of is, yeah, it's a slash GNR kind of thing, but Silver Jubilee, John Frusciante uses Silver Jubilees. Can you get his sort of sound if you're using a, oh, and it's a tough input socket, if you're using a Strat style guitar? So this is a 1978 Fernandez Japanese-made Strat copy with some fantastic Fishman Fluence S-type pickups in it, with the battery, USB chargeable battery pack in the back. Big thank you to Ken Susie and everyone at Fishman for sending these pickups out to me. Now, for example, this is the same sound I just had. Let's go neck pickup. Lower upper pickups too, so it's even cleaner. But so let's go to, here's a preset, John's Silver thing. So this is kind of my, again, the other day I was just playing around with it and made a preset that is kind of John Frusciante reminiscent to me. Oh, actually, hang on, I think because I put the input down. Does it, hang on, actually, does it remember where the input gain settings are? No, I think that is, it doesn't remember that. So I think that was here somewhere. Because the thing with John Frusciante's sound is, again, it's quite dirty. And then for this sort of stuff, there's a bit of chorus there. But then if you... I don't want to play stuff because there's, you know, copyright infringements, but... I mean, it's not perfect, but a little bit of compression, a little bit of chorus. It gives you that kind of vibe. It does maybe a little bit more input gain, so it's a bit crunchier. We have a bit of crunch on the bridge pickup when you dig in, but then you go to the neck and it's... You know what I mean, I don't want to play too much of that, but it has that kind of chorusy sound. So I think it does the John Frusciante thing as well. Now, let's go back. Oh, actually, let's use that for the next one. Let's go snake lead. Let's see what it sounds like with, this is again just a default setting. Let's go to a preset. Sweet lead. And then you pull this thing out and it goes from kind of more vintagey to more hot rodded kind of Strat pickup. That's a cool sound, actually. Let's try the same sounds with the P90s again. Again, I don't want to get copyright infringements, but you know what I mean. Do I have any other... let's just leave it at that. Let's go to Snake Rhythm. Let's go British Crunch. Now hang on, let's see what's there. Just a bit of reverb. Okay, well, let's check out now with this amp now. And with to me, the rhythm and lead channel, it's just a tiny little bit of extra gain you get in the lead channel, but that's about it. So let's check out how much gain do we get with this. It has that Marshall fizzle, you know, on top, and how low does it go? What about dynamic choruses? It's got American rock. let's try another different guitar. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so now I'm going to use my old, it's not actually old, it looks old, Jazzmaster. This is a guitar I used to use back in the days in videos a lot when we first started doing videos. This is a parts guitar put together, all relic, but I like it with some, what are these? Duncan Antiquity 1 pickups in it. Okay, snake rhythm. Let's try the snake clean now. Now this is the cleanest of all the... Let's turn the noise gate off. And maybe input gain down a bit, because it's kind of clipping a bit. Turn the output down a bit as well. So this has got a little bit of it's sort of drive off. Why is the drive on? Aha, that's what it's drive on, because maybe a little bit of compression. Don't need much, just sort of low compression, but it's quite a clean amp, you know. It's surprisingly clean what you can get out of it. Actually, let's back the gain up and put the master up to get a bit more power amp tube emulation. Gives it weight. So let's check out some presets. Gabor Snakes Clean. So that was my... It's very clean, and you can make it super clean. Let's try a misty clean. It's lovely. You got some beautiful clean sounds. You get that really typical Marshall kind of overdrivey sound. You get the Jubilee is a much smoother sound, I find. The Snake is a much sort of raspier, angrier sound. But then you can tighten it all up with a little bit of drive. So let's actually see what a clean sounds like with a bit of drive. Well, let's just push the amp. you get quite a variety of sounds out of it, and I haven't even really looked at the cabinet yet, because I mean you can hear. Let's go, I don't know, let's go back to one of these. Let's go, I don't know, Gabor silver lead. I mean, you can quite drastically change the sound with the IRs. All up, I think it's a really cool sounding plugin. If you want a really simple, straightforward plugin, because it is very easy to dial good sounds out of this, and you want that sort of Marshall, vintage Marshall sound. I mean, ignore the whole GNR thing. It is a GNR kind of thing, but if you just want a good vintage Marshall sound with two quite distinctively different sounding Marshall style amps, the Jubilee and the sort of more 800 style, this is a really cool plugin. So that's just my personal opinion. I like it. Like I said, it was provided by ML Sound Lab, but my opinions are my opinions, so that's what it is. So big thank you to ML Sound Lab. Big thank you to Kai for sending this out to me. Big thank you to all you people for watching. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to do with this plugin or with any other plugins. I think anything in the ML Sound Lab kind of world I can pretty much get my hands on if you like. I'm going to put up the playlist of all the ML Sound Lab stuff now, and that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.